Today, I'm going to show you step by step how to rank on the first page of Etsy and ultimately how to become a top seller in your niche. This is one of the most crucial parts of succeeding on Etsy. You can have the best, most beautiful, high quality products in the world, but if you don't know how to do keyword research to optimize your listing titles and descriptions, your customers won't be able to find your products. So I'm going to walk you through how to find high ranking keywords in your niche and how to integrate those keywords into your listing titles and descriptions to make sure that the right audience can find your shop. Before we dive in, I just want to let you know that as always, you can find the timestamps for this video in the description box below. So if you're a more seasoned Etsy seller, you can skip ahead to the parts of this video that you really need. But if you're a beginner Etsy seller, I highly recommend watching this video all the way through to the end, because this could be the most important video that you watch to grow your Etsy shop. So why is optimizing your Etsy listing title and description so important? Well, Etsy is a search engine, just like Google. So when someone goes to Etsy and types in a search term, Etsy's algorithm looks for listings that are the most popular and relevant to show on the first page. And trust me, being on the first page can really make a huge difference in the amount of sales you get. In order to actually get your Etsy listings to appear on the first page of Etsy search, your titles and descriptions need to be optimized with the right keywords. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do to take a peek behind the scenes of the Etsy algorithm to find those high ranking keywords. So in order to hack the Etsy algorithm and figure out exactly what keywords to use in your listing titles and descriptions, the easiest method to do that I found is using a keyword research tool. Now, there are plenty of keyword research tools out there, but one of the most comprehensive and straightforward to use is called Everbee. Everbee does more than just help you analyze what keywords are doing well on Etsy. You can also use Everbee to see what keywords your competitors are ranking for, and you can even see how much revenue those keywords are driving for your competitors. So to start, let's head over to Everbee and I'll show you exactly how to find the perfect keywords to integrate into your titles and descriptions. Okay, so I have my Everbee dashboard pulled up and I'm going to show you exactly how to find the right keywords for your niche. The first thing you'll want to do is enter a keyword related to your product. So the most recent product that I created was a printable planner for teachers. So I'll use this planner as an example for how I do my keyword research. So here on Everbee, I'm going to type in printable planner, and then I'm going to hit search products. Then I just click this arrow right here next to monthly sales because I want to see which planners have the highest sales. As you can see, this editable cleaning planner gets 946 sales every single month, and it's generating a monthly revenue of $3,121. So let's click on that product so we can gain a little bit more insight about what keywords it uses. So as you can see here on the right hand side, there is a pop-up that says listing details, and it gives us a bunch of details about this listing. So we want to scroll down here to where it says tags, and here we have a list of the relevant tags that are listed under that product description. Now, not all of these tags are relevant for my planner because I didn't create a cleaning planner. I created a teacher planner. But what I want to do is take a note of the tags that are relevant to my product. Some of those tags include monthly, yearly, printable, weekly, digital download, and editable. Now, the cool thing about Everbee is that I can just click this button right here, and now I have all of these tags copied. So what I like to do during my keyword research process is just open up a Google Doc and paste those tags there. That way, when I'm actually creating my listing, I can easily find the tags that I found during my research. For now, I want to head back to Everbee's search. That way I can look for products that are more closely related to mine. So now I'm going to type in teacher planner. That way I can find some planners in my niche. Okay, so this listing is called Digital Teacher Planner. So I want to click on that listing and see what tags that listing has. Okay, so the listing details have popped up, and so now I can see all of the details about this listing. But what I actually want to do now is view this product on Etsy. That way we can talk about why the title and the description of this product works so well in helping it rank on the first page. So to do that, I'm going to click this button here, which says View on Etsy. Okay, so let's take a look at this listing title. The first 3 words of this listing title are extremely easy to understand. Digital Teacher Planner. This leaves no confusion to the buyers about what they're getting when they purchase this product. By using Planner 2024-2025, this listing is able to rank higher in search because when people are searching up planners on Etsy, they're typically looking for planners that were made this year. Now notice that the rest of this title is stuffed with very powerful keywords. We have Digital Teacher Planner, Teacher Planner, Planner 24-25, Undated, Dated, Lesson Planner, Academic Planner, and then we also have all this equipment that this planner is compatible with. So GoodNotes, iPad, Samsung, Note Shelf, curly, and notability. Now I want you to keep all those keywords that I just showed you in your head while we scroll down to the description of this listing. So let's take a look at the first few lines of the description of this listing. Generally on Etsy, when it comes to ranking high for a specific keyword, the best practice is to make sure that you have that keyword listed on your title and in your description of your listing. The first few lines of your listing description are significantly more powerful than the last lines. So you really want to do everything you can to stuff those keywords into the first few lines without making your description sound unnatural. This seller did a really good job of this. So let's see how many keywords we can find in the first few lines of this description. We've got dated August 2024 to 2025, January to December 2024, undated digital teacher planner. We've also got lesson planning, digital planner, and teacher. By having all of those powerful keywords in the first few lines of the description, the seller is going to guarantee that their listing is going to get a lot of visibility. The listing covers for this listing are also incredibly eye-catching. If you're not sure where to start with your Etsy listing covers, you can check out my free Etsy course over on my channel, where I give you a step-by-step guide and show you exactly how to create listing covers and explain what to include in your listing covers. Okay, so now we know how to find the best performing products in our niche, and we've seen some examples of sellers successfully integrating keywords in order to make sure their products rank high on Etsy search. Now I'm going to show you how to take an old listing and revitalize it using everything we've learned about keyword optimization. Okay, so here we are behind the scenes of my Etsy shop. Here I've created a draft for my teacher planner. That way you can see what a not so good listing looks like. So as you can see, the title says Teachers Rock, Awesome Bright Blue Teachers Rock Planner for Teachers to help make the school year great. Smiley face and rainbow design. Now, knowing what we know now about keyword optimization, we know that this title isn't going to cut it. Remember, we want the first 3 words of this listing to be very powerful and very descriptive. We want the buyer to know exactly what they're getting. But the first 3 words of this listing are teachers rock awesome. Chances are that the number of people that are going to Etsy or Google and typing in the words teachers rock awesome is probably a lot lower than some other terms we could use. So in order to figure out exactly which 3 words we want to use, let's go back to Everbee and take one more look. Okay, so earlier I typed in teacher planner, and under product analytics we saw a bunch of really successful listings that fell under this keyword. Now we want to switch over to tag analyzer. Okay, so now that we've switched to tag analyzer, we can see some of the top ranking tags that fall under this keyword. We'll have to use some of our own discretion to figure out which tags are relevant for our product. We don't want to use wellness planner because that's not relevant to this particular product, but weekly planner is. Scrolling down here, we can see that teaching planner, teachers planner, and teacher planner all get a decent amount of monthly search. Keeping in mind that we want to be straightforward about exactly what our buyer is getting, and also remembering the example that we saw earlier with that high ranking digital teacher planner, I'm thinking that we want the first 3 words of our listing to also be digital teacher planner. Now we have the first 3 words of our listing, but we're not done yet. We want this listing to rank for as many relevant keywords as possible. So going back to Everbee, let's pull some of these high ranking tags and put them onto our listing title. I want to take weekly planner, and I also see here that productivity planner and printable planner are ranking high as well. Now, something that you want to keep in mind when you're creating your Etsy listing titles is that you don't want them to be too repetitive. We already have the word planner in our listing title twice because we want to rank specifically for teacher planner and weekly planner. But when we're integrating the terms productivity planner and printable planner, we don't necessarily need to repeat the word planner again. Okay, so after using Everbee's tag analyzer, this is the title that I came up with. Now you'll notice that I really have 3 different titles in one. First, I have digital teacher planner. Then I have monthly and weekly planner for teachers, classroom productivity. And finally, I have printable planner for teachers 2024 to 2025. Now the Etsy algorithm is smart, so it pays attention to long tail and short keywords. Long tail keywords are basically just a combination of multiple words that people are typing into Etsy search. An example of a long tail keyword here is digital teacher planner. But Etsy is also looking at the individual keywords and matching them across your title. So because we have the word productivity and the word planner in our title, this product is likely to rank for the term productivity planner, even though we don't have that exact verbatim term in our title. So now that we have our title done, let's go down and optimize our description. First, I'm going to copy my title, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, so currently my description reads, this is a customizable planner for teachers. So far, so good. I made it myself as a former teacher to help other teachers plan and organize their classroom lessons. Honestly, there are some good keywords in the description, but the description's not long enough and it's missing something really important. Like I said earlier, one of the most powerful things you can do to boost your Etsy listing visibility is to stay consistent with the tags and keywords that you're using in your listing. So I want to take the same keywords that I put in my title in my description, especially in the first few lines of my description. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and delete this description. And now I'm going to paste my title into my description. So now I want to take the keywords that I have here and turn them into coherent sentences. Okay, so I played a little bit of Tetris with the words that were in my listing title, and this is what I came up with. Instantly download this monthly and weekly digital teacher planner to boost your classroom productivity this 2024 to 2025 school year. So without sounding like a bot or sounding too spammy, I basically just reworded my title in my description. Once I have that done, then I can go in and really describe my product, and I can even integrate some other high ranking keywords that I find on Everbee. So I'm back on Everbee and I want to click on that digital teacher planner that we looked at earlier. Now the listing details have popped up and I want to go back down to the tags. I just copied these tags and now I'm going to paste them in my Etsy listing description. That way I can make sure to integrate these tags into the description. Now I'm just essentially going to do the exact same thing that I did for the first two lines of the description for the rest of my description. Okay, so now I've taken those tags and I've used them to write a description. Now the only thing that's left for me to do is go into the tag section of this listing and make sure that I have all 13 tags filled out. Here I'm just going to paste those exact same tags from Everbee and then I'm going to get rid of the ones that I don't want. Okay, so I took the tags that we found on Everbee and I went ahead and put them on my listing. It's really important that you use all 13. You want to rank for as many keywords as possible. Once again, using some of the same keywords that you have in your title and your description will make your listing stronger. So once you have your Etsy listing title, description, and tags done, you can go ahead and move on to all the other stuff like pricing your item and uploading your listing cover photos. But that doesn't mean that you're done with your Etsy keyword optimization. Remember that ranking on Etsy is a long game. It's not just about having the right keywords today, but it's about staying consistent and updating your listings as trends change. You're going to want to check in on your competitors and make adjustments when needed. You can always do this by snooping around on Etsy and typing in keywords that are relevant to you and your niche. But if you want to save yourself some time when you're optimizing your keywords for your Etsy shop, you can check out the link in the description of this video to try Everbee for yourself. Now, if you're serious about growing your Etsy business and you're ready to go ahead and get started with getting more sales, after signing up for Everbee, I highly recommend checking out the video that's going to pop up at the end of this one. That video is a step-by-step guide to getting your first 100 sales on Etsy, and it is full of a bunch of really powerful tips that can turn your Etsy shop from a hobby to a business. If you're not even sure what to sell yet and you have absolutely no idea where to start, you can check out the video in the description below where I'll give you 5 digital product ideas that have high demand and low competition on Etsy. You'll also see the link to download that customizable teacher planner if you want to get a head start on your digital product creation. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.